I have all kinds of cobbler recipes on my channel, and today I'm adding a pear cobbler recipe. I'm Tess, and I will show you how to make an easy and delicious homemade pear cobbler recipe from scratch. Stay tuned. If you love pears, you are going to love this homemade Southern Pear Cobbler. I have lots of fruit cobbler recipes on my channel, and if you have a chance, please check them out. It is an easy from-scratch recipe. You can add any seasonal fruit, serve hot or cold, and did I mention, it is delicious. In my pan, I have about 6 cups of peeled and fresh sliced pears, and I'm adding in 1 cup of sugar, a pinch of salt, a 1/4 cup of cornstarch, and this will help thicken the pear sauce. I have my heat on medium, and I'm giving the mixture a good stir. The pears do not have a lot of moisture like the berries or peaches, so I'm adding in 1/2 cup of water to make my pear sauce. Giving everything a good stir and cooking on medium for about 7 to 10 minutes or until the pears are tender and the sauce thickens and is clear. You may need to use up to 1 cup of water to get the amount and consistency of sauce that you want. The sauce should be like a pie filling. You can also add in a little cinnamon and nutmeg for more flavor. Once the pears are tender, remove from the heat. Next is the cobbler batter. In my bowl, I have 1½ cups of self-rising flour. I'm adding in 1 cup of sugar and giving that a good mix. Now I'm adding in 1½ cups of whole milk and again giving that a thorough mix until incorporated. I have my oven preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I have 1 stick of unsalted butter in my 9x13 baking dish that I'm melting in the oven, and this will only take a minute or 2. The butter is melted, and I'm carefully pouring in my batter right over the butter. The batter will level out, and some of the butter will rise to the top. You may be tempted to mix, but resist. It will bake and all come together. And now the fun part. I'm spooning in my pears. I'm reserving about 1 cup of the pears for serving, so I'm using 4 to 5 cups in my cobbler. I'm making sure to evenly spoon in my pears, but randomly covering areas. You want lots of pears in every bite. As the cobbler bakes, the cake will bake up around the pears and absorb some of that pear sauce. Again, no stirring. This is going into a 350 degree preheated oven for 50 minutes or until golden brown on top. 10 minutes before the cobbler is done, you can sprinkle with some cinnamon and some raw sugar for a little flavor and texture. And here's the pear cobbler right out of the oven, and it smells amazing. It's bubbling hot, and I'm going to let this cool. You can serve the pear cobbler warm or cold. It's great with milk or ice cream. A fruit cobbler is always a hit at the dinner table. I hope you give this homemade pear cobbler a try and enjoy. If you like this video recipe, please hit the like and subscribe button. Remember to hit the bell next to the subscribe to make sure that you get my future video recipes. You can also find me on Facebook and at my website. Feel free to share this recipe and my channel with your friends and family. And until next time, much love!